we have to hold our position. What's going on? Hola. Yeah, that's what's up. What's going on, She? Desiree, already on point. Y'all already know what we're about to do. Y'all already know why we here. For anybody, if this is your first time on a broadcast as such, this is the perfect time. All right. I don't know how much time you have. Many of us don't know how much time we have on earth. But what I can tell you is that if we reroute ourselves and ground ourselves, we can capitalize on the time we have right now. This is the Mighty Monday Meltdown. This is what we will begin to just build up, get ourselves clear. That's what I look to do. I am your host, Adonis Johnson. I am the creator of I Am My Life Coach, which is a mental health tool that you definitely will need if you plan on being successful here on earth, if you plan on making some growth, if you plan on turning your life around, if you plan on getting to the top, you're not taking no elevator up there. Let's be clear. And once you get up there, if you ever get up there, there is some people that's waiting to smack your butt right up off of that mountain, and you will come tumbling down. Many times before, a lot of us, we done been hit by that thing called life, by relationships, by family, right? Let's just be honest. Let's be open. This ain't more of a spiritual thing. This is a real thing. This is your reality check. This is when you check yourself. There's no easy way to get to the top. Some of us, we thought we seen the top. We had a vision of getting to the top. We did not know that getting to the top was just starting. That means getting to a starting point. And for some of us, we done stepped out, jumped out, leaped out, hopped out. We done got pulled out into situations that we did not properly prepare ourselves for. We didn't prep. We didn't think like, wow, what is it going to take? What did I do to deserve such an honor to have my name called? This is the moment you be honest with yourself right now. For many of us, we have not took time out to evaluate anything. This didn't just start in your 40s. Let's go backwards. This didn't start when you was 30s, in your 30s. Let's go backwards. This didn't start in your 20s. Let's go backwards. This started somewhere in your teens. You already put it in your mind how, what, why, and what you wanted to do. And at any given time, soon as somebody turned the other way, soon as somebody loosened up the rope, soon as you found that mama was going out or she had to work, your plan came into action. You knew how to sneak out the back door. You knew how to set the clothes. When she had her clothes set, you knew she was going to work. All you had to do is play sleep a little longer, but your clothes was already ready too. When she hit the door, you was going out the door behind her. What am I saying? We have put some plans together that we have not dealt with yet. But today, if you can be open, you can be honest with yourself, I guarantee you, you will make a transformation. Some of you, you are transitioning to this power line right now. This is the power line. This line will begin to power you. And as you power you, you will begin to see that there's some things that's been missing. I don't know how long it's been missing. I don't know why you were sent here. All I know is that you're here. And if we utilize this time the proper way, we will leave this broadcast with some results. At the end of the day, it's about the results. It's about where you're going. But first off, you better ask yourself how you getting there. For many of us, we have not took the time out to sit here and analyze, how are we getting to this thing called bigger, better, greater? How are we getting to this thing called more out of life? Some of us, you want to go to a higher level, but can you ask yourself how you getting there? What are you willing to sacrifice? Come on, y'all. There's a song, Tasha Cobb. It says, you provide the fire, God. That means you provide the fire. Do anybody know fire burns up stuff? It burns it up and it sends up a stench, right? That means it smells, right? That means you put it up in the air, you set it on fire, and it's in the air, and everybody around you can smell whatever it is on fire. You can smell something on fire, something burning. Who burning something? Who cooking something? That's the alarm that has to ring when it comes down to your life. You want to go up to a higher level? What are you about to sacrifice? And when you sacrifice it, please understand something. Your mama gonna be able to feel it. Your family gonna be able to feel it. Your uncle, cousin, sister, brother, the next generation to this generation. Anybody around you should feel your transformation and your transition. Is anybody gonna like you? Absolutely not. That's one lie we have to shoot down right now. You're not here for people to like you at this point. As far as I know, for the longest time, we've been trying to please everybody. We've been trying to put on this little walk. We've been trying to sit here and be an example. We've been trying to be responsible. Responsible over what? Over assisting others and don't know how to assist myself? That's why the broadcast was put here today. You guys, I have a lot of information, a lot of intel. Intel meaning that you can sit here and get this stuff from me, right? But also I'm going to break it down, chop it up. I'm going to put it in a way that you can get it into you and do what you need to do. Let me be honest with everybody that's here. I'm not here to pretend with you. I'm not a pretender. What you see is what you get. Now, what you get is what you do with it. You have three ways you can perceive me. One, you can accept what I'm saying, adjust something. If I just make you say, that makes sense, then I've succeeded. My job is done. Because long as you thinking, you're not stuck. But if your mind is idle, which for some of us, we've been idle too long right now. This is about to be a breakthrough that you never saw a day in your life. Some of you waited for this moment. You just didn't know it was going to come through a funky broadcast. You didn't know you was going to be talking to somebody dressed up in a fatigue outfit, looking like he about to go to war. I am about to go to war. I am about to go to war. I got the invisible crown army with me. It is time to mount up. It's time to shift gears. I don't care if you don't like me, most of you don't even know me. And why I say you don't know me? Because there's a new me coming. This was my coming soon. You should have known I was going to this right here. Let's get back to this. Some of you're a whole new individual. That's why people are coming at you the way that they are. But I'm here to tell you something. Where God is taking you, your resume do not qualify you. Let's just be honest about that. Well, what do you mean my resume don't qualify me? I have a bachelor's, I have 2 masters, I have a PhD, I'm very intelligent, my credit is this. Let's be honest. Let's talk about your attitude and your character. Let's talk about your quick to pop off. Somebody come at you, you come back. That's what I'm talking about. You more certified in that than you are in your education. Nobody needs your education when it comes down to no relationship. God is the creator of everything and all things. He don't need your smartness, right? What he needs is you to understand when he speaks, this is what he's requesting out of you, not us, you. And when we talk about you, like you need to talk about you today. Yes, God. That's called personal development. That's called personal growth. That's called this is for me and me only. See, we don't allow the teachers, we don't look at teachers, wonder, what is they going to teach today? We don't look at the spiritual leaders. Well, I feel God on them. You feel God on them, but you can't get God on you. Come on, y'all. Let's just be honest. Put the stupidness to the side for a second. And let's just think about this, okay? We done tried parents. You know, my mom, she didn't have the most money. She did the best she could. The best she could? Who are you to evaluate what the best somebody else did? You see, let's be clear. When you was in your glory, that means you was doing what you want, when you want, how you want, whenever you want, with whoever you want. And it felt good at the time. That's because there was no rules. There was no regulation. You didn't want anything other than what you craved. It was what you craved. And that was just like White Castles, what you crave, right? That little small white, what you crave, right? And you just had Burger King, whoever you was messing with, or your family members, they was like, well, have it your way, boo. And you did. And guess what? That comes to an end, but that's what you're certified in. When you look at your resume, it's how long you stayed in these conditions. How long you dated crazy is very important. And yes, it's on your resume. God's seen it all. He knows it all. But you the one that's running around here acting like you on spiritual level right now. I'm not here to play. I'm here to get you where you need to get to. Many will take the open road. Only a few gonna find this path. This path that I'm presenting to you is called an alternate route, not an alternative route. There's never no alternative route. Okay, there's only can be an alternate route because God had a plan before we even decided to come up with our plan. Just like when you was giving your mama or your daddy or whoever raised you, your grandma, when you was giving her problems or him problems, they already had a plan for you. You getting out my house at 18. That was the rules and the regulations. When you get grown, you gone. Now, they didn't say, I need to evaluate you. Just like I processed you in, I need to process you out. You was under your breath talking about, I can't wait to leave. I'll be good. I don't need you. That's because anybody that don't have nothing will open their arms to you. Let's be clear about this part. It's so easy to connect with anybody because they ain't got nothing anyway. But nobody wants to be in poverty by themselves. Come on, y'all. Don't give me that whole crab in a bucket when somebody see you, misery, love, company. No, you are miserable and you draw on that type of stuff to you. But for us, there's a new alarm that's going on right now. There's something different that's happening right now. Different was supposed to come. You just needed to make sure. Wait a minute, let's rewind that. Different was supposed to come. But God had to make sure it didn't go with anything that you have been taught already. Because some of you think you already got it. You don't have nothing. You don't have it. And I'm going to tell you why you don't have it. Because if you can be open and honest and identify that you don't have it, then that means, boom, your eyes come open. And now you are about to have it. I believe my better days is not behind me. But for many of you, you believe that you done already received yours and you done messed it up. Impossible. Impossible. What you receive is the due penalties for trying to create what it is you created. And everything you developed did not have the purpose inside of it. It wasn't purpose driven. And what do I mean by purpose driven? Anything that lasts a certain period of time, that means it done stood the test. It done passed the test. But for many of you, you keep jumping around like a ping pong, like a ping pong table. You keep being that little ball bouncing all around. Why? Because you have not ground yourself and got this thing together on what's going on, what you're going to need to do, how it's going to happen, why it needs to happen. And most importantly, here's clarification. When it's going to happen. Many of you, what you need to do. When you need to do it. And the time you need to do it. That's very important. That's the only way to the path called clarification. And for many of you, you need clarification, but I understand something. I get it. I'm just Adonis. Who am I? I'm just this mental health patient. That's right. Advocate, mental health advocate, right? And I done contemplated. Y'all see this? Two failed. That means he wasn't even smart enough to take his own life. He tried though. Yes, he did. That point of no return. That means I bottomed out. Some of you the same way. You just didn't understand what you was killing. You had the right relationships. You had the right people. You just didn't have the right attitude. It was easy to get it. You just couldn't hold on to it. Some of you, come on, y'all ain't getting this thing. It's so easy to get something. But you see, we like to see the outcome. So a lot of us want to see the top and say, oh, look at that top. Some of us looking like, oh, once I get him, once I get her. That's the outcome. You so busy dancing in the outcome, you done forgot about the process. Now let's stop for a second. Let's be honest. Let's reset the room. What's going on, everybody? I hope you ready. I'm ready. We about to take new grounds and new position. It's time to move. I don't care where you at. You are about to shift. If you can hear my voice, then the Lord said, let those that have ears pause to hear the truth. You got that? Let those that have ears pause to hear the truth. Let them hear. Because if you keep lying to yourself, you're not hearing the truth. You're hearing what the hell you've been telling yourself. And what you're telling yourself ain't working for you. It ain't working for nobody connected to you. It ain't working for your community. It ain't working. What do I mean by community? That means who's giving you anything that's worth receiving. A lot of people ain't giving you nothing. Ain't that something? You don't receive nothing but an opinion. I think you should do this. I think you should date her. I think you should stop this. I think you shouldn't do that. That's too much for me. This ain't for you, boo. How did you put yourself in my situation? Other than that, the only way you can do that is you have to leave your situation. Many people will leave their situation in a heartbeat to try to switch places and come and be in your shoes. I'm here to tell you, you ground yourself. Don't you get out of your shoes right now. Not before this broadcast is done. I'm gonna shift this room real quick. I gotta finish up one more thing. Remember I said, this is where you're trying to go. This is your next level. What are you sacrificing? What will you be giving up? You gotta give up something. And some of us, you got two options. You either can give up something or you either can give something. And some of you You ain't giving the time of day. You ain't giving it your all you got. You ain't giving it your you ain't giving it all of your attention. You're not even investing into it because you're too busy watching around here waiting to see what's going to happen. You sitting here hesitating, and in your hesitation, the spirit of procrastination done overtook you, and it's too late because you are not sure. You said, but you're the one on God be funny. Who can be against me? Who can be against you? First, you got to become you. Let's start there. You want more? You want more? I get it. What you gonna give up? What are you changing in order to get to your next level? Because what you have at this point came from what was. Some of you done been through the struggle already. You done already been through this and this and this and this, and you are tired of being tired. Somehow your tired system has overran every area in your life, and you just tired of everything. You tired of the way people talk. You tired of the way people smell. You tired of people sitting here showing off. Come on, y'all. You used to be the same way. We just did not have Instagram. Come on, y'all. Listen, what you seeing is what you used to be, and now he's tormenting you. Who? Not the devil. You better look at God. He's showing you now when you see people now and they doing everything, somehow it makes you feel some type of way because it's challenging the old you. It's challenging. But see, you over here as a cougar. You over here sit here as a thundercat. You over here as a bobcat. Come on, y'all. Let's be honest. Y'all got this. Y'all got this. Come on now. Listen, some of y'all, I ain't talking about ladies either. I'm talking about guys. Some people look like they got it. They look like they got it. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm sitting here, I'm in the gym now. These little cats around this cat. Now, I ain't even gonna call them little cats, right? Everybody got the little gray beards going on. Beard game. I'm sitting here, my beard got little patches in it, can't feel it. I don't even want beard game, to be honest with you. I don't want nothing that everybody else hollering. Now, gray is in. Ooh, put the gray on. Then the little young ones with the long hair. Ooh, look at his hair. I'm telling you, it is a mess out there. But when you call your time out, which is not, this can never be messy. This can only be the truth. So what did I just say? I just said, in order to get to the next level, we got to change something, give up something, burn up something. You provide the fire, God, and I'm going to prepare a sacrifice. I don't know what sacrifices do any one of you want to prepare, but if you really believe it's some funky food, okay? If you really believe, I'm going to stop drinking. I'm going to stop drinking. I'm not going to have sex no more. I'm going to give that up too. I'm going celibate. You still ain't learned, have you? You still think this is about what you want to do. You still want to customize this foolishness. I expressed to you at the beginning, God is taking you a place your resume does not qualify you. I just want you to understand this one thing before I cut this music on, is that if he's taking you somewhere bigger, better, and greater, that your resume ain't prepared to take you bigger, better, greater, then I think you better take your eyes off what you want and put your eyes back on what you have. And what you have right now is a resume that got you in an area of confusion. God is not a God of confusion, but he can correct the confusion when you're ready to ground yourself. Your resume is what puts you right here. This is what you at right now. This is where a lot of us at right now. I don't care how you look at it. If you're trying to fix some credit, then that means you broke some credit. That means if you don't have a dime right now, that means your money, the money you waiting on, has to be the savior. But if you don't have a plan when that money shows up, if you don't have a plan that when that man show up or when that woman show up, then your butt will be stuck right where you have always been. Something has to happen. Your resume does not qualify you for where God wants to take you. For many of us, let's talk. You want God's favor. I get it. God's favor is when God does something for you that you know you don't deserve. That means, God, we want favor right in the morning. God, thank you. I tell God, thank you every day. Thank you for the food, right? Because you consider that to be favor, but if God asks you, what have you done for me lately? I'm sure you'll be sitting there cross-eyed. I'm sure you'll be like, well, that is the worst word you can start a sentence off with is well. Well cannot be the answer. You best to be quiet and don't say not one word. Or if God asks you, what can you provide for me? The only thing we can provide at this point is the truth. And the truth is, that's the sacrifice. You not going unless you get rid of this attitude you have. That's why we focus on the invisible crown. For the invisible crown army, put on the invisible crown right now. That's your character and your attitude. That's the adjustment. That changes everything. Your attitude will change everything. That's going to determine how much God provides you with. But for some of you, you are on the brink of nothing. And you will be stuck in nothing, going nowhere fast. You got that? So let me put this on because I need to put my music on. Because a lot of us, we done gave the enemy too much ground. And when you give the enemy ground, you give him authority. And God cannot sit here and give you land as a prosperity in the area that you done gave to the enemy. You done allowed the enemy to come set up camp in your life. Now, what does that look like? The enemy is I don't care. When you say I don't care, then the enemy is right there. That is a sign. If you want to look for a sign, God, show me a sign. Go back to the last two things you said you don't care about. When your children was asking you something, you're like, I don't care. When somebody was trying to explain something, I don't care about no hoes. I don't care about the women out there. Stop right there. That's the issue. See, you don't care about what you should care about. Because when it's time for something to hit your ears, you cannot get frustrated when the Lord can't use you to sit here and give a more up-level response. You are the navigator. You are the compass to where people are going. I didn't say you could be. I didn't say you to stop. I say you are the compass, meaning go that way. Hey, you, go that way. Hey, you, go that way. Hey, you, this, go that way. Hey, you, go. See, you're like a sign that points people. But some of you so lonely. You don't like being lonely by yourself, so you want to keep people with you. So what you got going on? So what you think? So how that happened? So where you go on Fridays and Saturdays? Listen, this is Monday. Okay, let's start there. I'm not hanging with you on my Fridays or my Saturday. I'm not finna sit here and pledge. Y'all don't want to go here. We can go here today. I'm here to let y'all know something. I got so much to tell y'all. I was got excited too quick. Okay, this is the last day of the Passover. Many don't know that. If you didn't catch the rude awakening that takes place on Saturdays in the 3 o'clock hour, I advise you to check that out. Second of all, for us that's here, let's be honest. This is us taking control of the areas we need to take control of. I get the fact that God is our God. I love that. I totally understand. God so loved the world. I get that too. The problem is, I got to deal with me because everybody can't deal with me. Some of you slick as pins or a baby oil. You slicker than slick. You slicker than Crisco when it comes down to maneuvering your little self. You got a reason, explanation, excuse. You know how to justify any and everything you do. A bad person, a good, you know how to do it all. Well, I got to give a person, then as soon as they slap your butt and sit here and mess you over. Now and I should have knew better. Guess what? No, you should not have knew better because you don't do better. When you do better, then you exercise everything you know. I don't have time to put limitations on my artillery. I have artillery. I want people to see I'm suited and booted. I'm educated. I'm intelligent. My emotions is in check. I love the Lord. My finances is in a recovery stage. Okay, let's be clear. A brother ain't broke, but I am temporarily on the verge of like, Lord, please come on down with something greater. All right. But my point is, at least I'm honest. I don't want for anything. It doesn't matter what I don't have. He don't let me experience it like that right there. Some of you create things in your mind that's not even real. Come on. You want to heal something. Stop thinking the way you think, but you don't know how. You don't know why. You don't know when. Why do you do it? Because it gives you comfort. You get comfort out of playing victim. But that has to change today. Everything gonna change today. So let's just go ahead and do that. Let me put this music on and let's reset this room. All right. Whew. What's up, everybody? Peace and blessings. Welcome to the mighty Monday Meltdown. We are closing out the first quarter, and it's been one. It's been such a privilege to be able to roll with people that's able to roll with you. For many of us, we ain't had nobody rolling. Okay? That's good. That means we in the middle of where we was and where we going. We right here, somewhere up in here. That's where your finances is at, somewhere up in here. That's where your understanding is at, somewhere up in here. And some of you, we ain't leaving from up in here until we get everything we need before we move. And that's going to be quick, fast, and a hurry. We ain't got a lot of time, all right? We got to shift. We have to shift. We're going to shift quick. It's a full-time job to believe in yourself. And for many of us, it's hard to believe in yourself. I can tell you why it's hard to believe in yourself, because when you try to believe in yourself, you base yourself off of what you drew to you. You believed in someone else more than you believed in you. I get it, because your parents and them took care of you before you was able to take care of you. And when you got out, you thought you was taking care of you. No. You went and allowed somebody to try to take care of your spiritual side. You went and tried to find a man, find a woman, take care of my heart. I need somebody to make me feel good, because it was for a feeling, right? A feeling. Oh, man, we messed ourselves up, y'all. We did it to ourselves. For some of us, please don't get it twisted. I've been waiting a long time. I done seen a lot, done a lot, and it was all wrong, and I had to walk away from it all. I don't know if some of you prepared to walk away from it all. He said, anybody that picks up and leave everything for me, that means a new understanding. That means bigger, better, greater, higher level, right? This is what the Passover was all about. The Passover. See, I know we like to celebrate Christmas. Ooh, December come, we want to buy Christmas presents. We want to wrap them up. We want to have them, because this is supposed to resemble the birth of Jesus. He said we should be celebrating not the birth of coming into the world. We're supposed to celebrate the end. But what grew the end? The Passover, it what led up to the end. What led up to the end of foolishness? What led up to the end of I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired? It's what led up to the end of, you know what, God, just heal my body. I'm going to do better. Heal my mind and I'm going to think better. Heal my heart, God. And if you want me, once you do that, God, then send me the one I'm looking for. I could not give this burdened heart to somebody else. I could not give this heavy heart to someone else. I could not give all these bills to somebody else. I cannot put my mind on somebody else because it's not ready yet. Some of you want to jump into any and everything, and then you suicide. Boom, go tumbling down. But today, the Passover was about getting there. Getting there meaning stripping yourself of anything and everything that will hold you. What's up, you guys? This is the Mighty Monday Meltdown. My name is Adonis Johnson. I'm also the author of the book, I Am My Life Coach. It's available on Amazon. You can get that book and start there. There's some other books you can get as well. It's called I Don't Smell Like Smoke, right? By Janine Rogers, an amazing book. I'm still in it right now. Some stuff I got to go back to. Another guy, Thomas, he wrote a book called Love Touchdown, and that's a marriage book, right? But if you never prep yourself, if you never prepare yourself, then how do you think you going to do something the proper way? No, you're going to do something the only way, and your only way just don't work no more. I would rather let all that go, burn it all up, send it all up in smoke right now. I would rather start over knowing I got God than to sit here and pretend like I got God and ain't nothing happening for me. Come on, y'all. Let's just be honest right now. There's another book by Rachel. It's called 21 Questions You Got to Ask Yourself. Actually, it was 22 questions, right? That was like 50 cents, right? 21 questions. And with that book, it was based on a journal, right? And that was a great book. I got that book as well. Actually, this is the pen that she gave me with it. Ain't that something? And then there's another book coming by Christine. We're waiting on that. There's another book coming by Michelle called Reset. We're waiting on that. Come on, y'all. What are you waiting on right now? What are you waiting on? Better yet, you waiting on God. Is that what you're waiting on? Then I advise you to come up with a plan. What do I mean? A plan. A plan meaning a plan on how to release everything that's holding you back. Some of you waiting on your new house. You waiting on your new land. You waiting on the end point. What am I saying? The Passover was something that you had to sit here and reevaluate over and over again. And the punishment you should have got, he didn't give it to you. So let me go on in right now. We are about to call the timeout of all timeouts, right? Because when we call a timeout, that means everything is about to shift right now. So you guys, I call a timeout on the battlefield. The battlefield is called what? Life. Whose life? Your life. And I'm about to call on the spirit that calls on me each and every day to get out here in this little world that I see and try to do what it is I feel in my heart, in my soul, that I've been called out here to do. That's to talk to some people like you. I gave you 3 things on how you can receive me. 1, you can receive what I'm saying, make some adjustments, keep it moving. 2, you can reject what I'm saying, flick off like some people already done, flick the finger, however you do it, it's okay with me. And for others, you can neglect what I'm saying. But I guarantee you there won't be another after me. This is it for a lot of us. What do I mean? You don't need a lot of people. You just need the right people. I'm here to encourage you, empower you, provide for you access to you that only you can sit here and go to. And I hope that when I go there, you can go there too. So here's that timeout, Father God. We come before you right now. I come before you right now, God, releasing any and everything that holds me, hinder me, keep me, or even allows me to stumble right now. I see every stumble before I even stumble over. Some things, God, I stumbled over on purpose because I wanted to make sure that when I fell down, the person who made me fall down, I wanted to make sure, God, that your presence will see what they did, why they did it, and how they did it. But now that we understand right now, God, we take our position right now. I ask that you will remove every title, every position, any stronghold that's on somebody's mind, heart, spirit, soul, anything that's hindering them, anything that got their attention right now. God, I ask that you will redirect that to you, God. You are the overseer. You are the creator. You are the one that provides a way out of every way, but you give us the way. And today you're showing us more about ourselves. You're showing us more internally about what we need to do. You readjusting our attitude because you said our thoughts, our will, and our emotions, if they work together, it will work together for good. So God, we release any thoughts that's connected to somebody else and we put it right back here today. Our will is on you, God, and our emotion is fixed right now in this place. Glue that thing together, stick that thing together, wrap that thing together because we're ready for something bigger, better, and greater. We don't know what it is. We don't know how it's going to come. We don't know when it's going to come, but we trusting that it will come. Today, you give us strength. You give us power. You are empowering us right now to do things over and exceedingly and above what we could have done without you. We don't do that thing right now the same way because you, God, yeah, you give us strength to call out onto you. You fight every battle for your name's sake. You stay on the front line of our life all the time. Even when we fall off, you stand there. Yay. And we're grateful, God. We're grateful that you're shaking us up. We're grateful that you're pulling anything and everything down. You're showing us exactly how we need to deal with ourselves moment by moment, minute by minute, second by second. We don't want to pretend, not in your presence. This is the SOS. This is a state of emergency. This is the 911. We turn the 9 upside down, 611, and we suit ourselves up for the army. Right now, we put on the full army. We put the helmet of salvation, the right mind. We put the breastplate of righteousness, the belt of truth, the boots of peace, and we grab that invisible crown, which is the sword. Come on now. That's the character that will shoot down any and everything. And the armor, the shield. Come on, y'all. That's the right attitude right now. Can't nothing stop us. Can't nothing hold us because you, God, you live in us. And today we are alive in you. Spirit and truth. Thank you, God. Thank you for what you continue to do. Thank you for this point. Thank you for getting us here. Thank you for the alternate route. Thank you for allowing us to see a new day on another day. Come on now. Thank you, God, that you put us in the positions you put us in so we know how to get out of everything. But some stuff we don't need to get out of. Some stuff we got to stay in, and our job is to hold a position so that other people never have to fall in what we done fell in. We have to fill up the holes, the potholes. We have to be the bridge. And some people, our children, our young ones, the next generation gonna have to walk across our experience because we know right now. We know we are the sacrifice for others. Yeah. And that job ain't easy, but it's fulfilling. Thank you, God, for purpose. Thank you for purpose in speaking, teaching, and reaching us. You are the only teacher that could ever teach us better than anything walking here on this earth. Oh, my lungs. In Jesus Christ's name. Hey.
Come on, just open your mouth.
Oh, man.
Tonight. Come on, just declare your love for him tonight. I love you back tonight. I love you back tonight. Oh Jesus. Oh.
All right.
Oh, Jesus.
We got to move from that. All right. Yo, what's going on, everybody? Let's go ahead and get it back rocking. All right. What's going on, everybody? It's the Mighty Monday Meltdown. We come online, broadcast live on Facebook as well as on YouTube. I'm asking you guys, share the broadcast, inspiration, personal development, personal growth. It's an inside job. We have a concept. Our concept is about ownership. I understand a lot of us, we're taught based on relationship. You need a relationship with God. You need a relationship with God. Everybody, you need a relationship with God. How do we know the one that's saying you need a relationship with God? How are you going to tell me what I need? Let me see what you got with God. You see, some of us, we just don't go the extra mile, ask the question. We'll listen to you say, we need a relationship with God. Somebody do something, they need a relationship with God. We only can project what it is we have received, but we never question what we received. They need a relationship with God. What does that look like? Aren't y'all tired of pretenders? I know I'm tired of pretending. I need results, okay? I don't want to sit here and be pretending, and my life is a living hell. Let's just stop there. I'm not. This thing has to be real for me. Everything I do has to be real for me at this point. I need real dialogue. I need real conversation. If I'm off, you better tell me I'm off. If I ain't hitting right, my clothes ain't right, you better let me know. If my breath got an odor to it, I think you should tell me. Because some stuff we just don't know. I don't ever want to think I got it together and I'm so off. And I think that's the problem right now. That's what it means to bow down. That's what it means to stand down right now. I know one thing. I ain't got everything in order, but the things I do have in order, I work damn hard to make sure that right there be used for the great of good, for the great of good. I told you guys, this will be the year of being seen. You will see your strength and you will see your weakness. You are already saying it right now. Some of you are already done tried to tap out. Ain't no tapping out. Ain't no retreat. Ain't no giving up. Ain't no bending. Ain't no breaking. Ain't no compromising. Ain't no begging. Ain't none of that right there. This is straight up the truth to the truth. Let's be clear. This is when you're going to have to stop. You're going to have to look and you're going to have to listen this time. You don't have no other choice. For some of us, we don't know where we going. If this don't work, then where we going? We cannot go back to where we've been. That's the truth. We cannot go back to where we've been. Where we've been already been taken. That spot done already been taken right now. It's either we can press forward and go to a place we ain't never been. That's why I say we have to go bigger, better, and greater. We have to go higher. Higher in what? Higher in self. But some people want to go higher in things right now. Anything you want to go higher in things comes with a responsibility right now. It's almost like I said earlier. You like the outcome. Many of us want to be married. Let's just go there. Many of us want to be married. Married is the outcome, the I do. But let's go back to the process. Are you ready to process into that? That means, do you have the money to support that? Are you on point that you ready to sustain? Are you healthy mentally, emotion-wise? Or are you doing this because you scared and you need some safety? What am I saying? You don't need to fall into anything. It's about time we walk into everything with your head up right now. Meaning, I'm doing my part. When I show up, believe me, I done showed up before you even showed up. Sweetheart, before you got here, I was already at the top of my game plan. And be honest with you, if you put a couple of other men up against me, which I don't know who you're going to put up there, because I worked so damn hard to get here that all I care about is where I had to get to. But what does that say about you? And what am I saying? Release the outcome and put your mind on the process. Some of you want the house, right? I want me a dream house, get my house built from the ground up, and I just want this and this and this. Okay, let's go back here. Do you have the savings to support the tax bill, the water bill, the HOA, that's the housing association fees? Are you prepared to pay that lawn service? See, it's a lot that goes behind things that you know nothing about. Oh, some people, I need to lose 15 pounds, 10 pounds. Oh, that's the outcome. When I lose these 20 pounds, I get it. You want to challenge yourself in order to make it happen. No, it needs to happen before it happens. You need to have the right mindset. What does that mean? That means you got to get up. Don't get up I go work out after work. No, try getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning. How about that? Anything that's worth a push gonna require a change. How about you get your butt up at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning? You understand what I'm saying? Are you prepared for the process? Don't you want to get processed out? Process out. What's the opposite of out? Let's try in. Let's try in. How did we get here? How do you get these habits? Well, you didn't care about anything. That's why you got the stuff you have. You mean you tell me you aimed at nothing, but you hit everything you should not have hit. Everything that's on you now, that's only because you didn't care. I hear people sometimes say, if I knew this was going to be this hard, I could have stayed where I was at. And the devil says, okay. God says, okay. The Lord says, not God, the Lord. For some of you, you like to talk to God. God would never say that. God would never say this. God would not my God. I rebuke that. You remember John 3:16? God so loved the world. God, you are 100% right. God would not say that, but Jesus will. Yes, God. That go to conviction. God would never say that to you. That's why he gave all the authority to his son, because his son is the one that will shoot you down, who will say, I don't know you. This behavior here, I don't know you. Let's go and jump on into this thing, you guys. Let's get it popping. Let's go. This is the Mighty Monday Meltdown. We're going to sit here and do a recap, and then I'm about to flip the script. If you still standing here, then that means the Lord got something for you. If you already done left here, that means you ain't ready for what it is you've been asking for, and it's been nice. Okay, it's been so nice to have you here. For those that's still on this broadcast, welcome to the next level. It's time to level up. We did a recap. This is a Passover, and we was in the book of Exodus 12. Let's just do a recap, and let's go back a little bit, right? Let's set this thing up. Let me set the atmosphere, right? This is with Moses. Moses was sitting here and talking, and I went to Exodus 12. That's exactly where we was at. Exodus 12, right? And we was talking about the Passover. What is the Passover? And it was saying basically that this month, on the 14th, starts the Passover, right? And so we talked about that. Verses 2, right? We talked about that. It said the first month of the month of this year. This is what it says. This month is to month. The first month of the year. You see, this is really your happy new year. This is when once this Passover passes over you, this will be your new start. This is the game over to the starting over. Okay, y'all ain't getting this. This is the walk of shame right now. This is what led up to Jesus being crucified. I know some of you just wanted to put on your little Easter suit and your little Easter dress, and you can't wait to sit here and dress your kids up because it looks pretty to you. Isn't this amazing that you just want to dress your kid up so you can post the pictures and say, "Ooh, don't my baby look cute?" Because that's what your parents did to you. Have that little Easter egg hunt, sending the church like it's a day camp, like it's Great America. Come on, we got to put in there. Your kids come here with this little Easter basket on. Ain't nothing. The kids is holy because they following your instruction. And you doing the same thing they done to you. Just go look in the mirror right now. Look in the mirror at yourself and see, how did it work for you? Are you happy right now today with what they did for you back then? No, but guess what? That little smile on them kids' faces looking there with that little purple on and them little plastic, little patent leather shoes on and them little black shoes on, that little suit on for the little boy. They say, "Oh, don't they look cute?" Right? I know. Let's go eat. And you ain't gonna think nothing else of it. But let me tell you, for many of you, alternate rap. I told y'all we in the huddle. Let me cut this little music down. Remember, this was the leading up to the Passover. Remember, Jesus was at the table. Go prepare a table for me and mine so we can sit down and have the Passover. That means we're going to sit at the table and we're going to talk. We're going to talk about what's to happen moving forward. Let's talk about what's going to happen, Desiree. What's going to happen, Isha, once you give up your bad habits, once you stop talking too much, telling all your business, Felicia. What's going to happen, Kamari, when you decide to really recognize that, man, I'm not really failing in life. I'm actually right where I'm supposed to be. If we take our eyes off of what we want, Nicole, and put our eyes on what we have, what you will discover, Melody, is that we have more power right now than we have ever had. We have more power now because we're alert. Our eyes is open, our ears is open, our mind is open. But the next move can cost any last one of you, including myself. That's why this is very important. We don't mess this up. They was at the Passover, the table, right? He said on the 14th day, mark this day, right? This is for you to remember. Every year, you guys know, 9 years ago, I was in a coma. I just woke up out the coma, right? I was in a coma during the Passover. Spooky, right? I know. Trust in me, believe me. Listen to this. He said on the 14th day of the month, right? The community, get the people together. They're supposed to sacrifice something. Sacrifice something, meaning what is it in your life that you need to give up as a sacrifice? And it needs to be like something huge. Like some of you need to stop going off on people because that's the problem. That's what makes you eligible to stay where you stuck at, okay? Some of you need to stop doing it so you can be ineligible so hell cannot recruit you no more, right? It ain't about, some of you need to stop looking for someone to be in your life and recognize that obviously you in the wrong place. What do I mean? You in the wrong place in self. Because what you looking for is actually looking for you. But if you stop moving and stop looking, then maybe it can see you. But you can't see you because you too busy trying to see somebody else. Come on, y'all. Let's call down distractions, okay? You cannot get your extraction if you keep being stuck in the distractions of everything that's going around. Y'all ain't with that. Family business, so. Hey, look, I don't got nothing to do with that. Let that girl live her life. I'm so sick and tired of your little brother. Hey, listen, my little brother gonna be my little brother, right? You know what? I heard what your little ex done did. Hey, listen, whatever he done. At the end of the day, I'm not worrying about what he done, but you go tell them what I'm about to do. You see, sometimes you guys, you got to tell your enemy a message back. You got to sit here and bust back. It's not them that's the problem. It's the one who's here in your ear that you giving your ears to. See, you can hear them, but they can't hear you. What am I saying? You got the spirit, but God said, let those that have ears, let them hear. right? You keep talking to people that can't hear you, but you can hear that devil talking in your ear. You know, your so-and-so said, what you think we should ride over there? Hey, stop making up a plan for me to go off track, but you can't make up a plan for me to get more money. You can't make up a plan for me to sit here and walk with my head up high. You can't make up a plan for me to sit here and get bigger, better, and greater and stronger, but you can give me a damn plan to make me jump off the damn edge and lose everything. Girl, that is the worstest plan I ever heard. Some people won't motivate you. They won't encourage you. They won't inspire you. Their life not inspiring at all. I'm so sick and tired of my people allowing people to temporarily drive you straight insane and crazy. You listen to any and everybody, and some of you really got good hearts. I know I do. And you believe that when somebody else says something, they saying it like you saying it. And that's totally not it. That's why we have to get to a safe place where everybody speaks the same language on the same level. You get what I just said? We got to get to a safe place because we cannot give people credit that they do not rightfully deserve. At least I won't. Okay, I got to press. So listen, verse 10, Exodus, do not leave any. Okay, verse 13, the blood will be a sign for you on the house where you are. Stop right there. I talked on the rude awakening. It was very specific. The blood can wipe away your sin. Everybody know nothing but the blood of Jesus. Guess what? Jesus, who was sent in the world, is he not higher self? Did he not come to assist you? You remember the first shall be last, and the last shall be first. Higher self is bigger, better, greater. That's who this is, okay? You still this person. That's Christ. Now, watch this. Hold on. Watch this. Let's teach. It says, this will be a sign to where you are. You need to know where you are in your finances, where you are in your mind right now, your intelligence, where you are when it comes down to people, where you are when it comes down to family stuff, where you are when it comes down to spiritual stuff, where you are when it comes down to your health, where you are when it comes down to the way you represent yourself. Didn't I tell you to put that invisible crown back on your head? Some of you done let that thing fall off at the drop of a dime. You better put that thing back on. What does it represent? Your character and your attitude. Let's pause right there. He said that wherever you are, some of you don't know where you are. Where you are, and you got to stand on it. What do I mean stand on it? That means you can't sit here and write, Lord, here I go, and then say, I don't care. This here is a signed signature. This is an oath. He said it's better not to make a vow than to make one and break one. Did you not know your I don't care is a vow? I don't care. Oh, really? And the Lord said, okay, so watch this. Anything you doesn't produce, right, will be chopped down, cut down. Watch this. It says the Passover. Listen to this. When I see the blood, see that? When I see the blood, that go the I up here. See the blood down here, okay? That's why I want you to get that in your head. When here go the I, see the blood down here, right? That means Christ done already came to some of your areas in your life, and you was open and you was honest. You ain't done things the right way. You was open and you was honest. I done fell in love with a fool many times and many times and many times, okay? You got to understand this part. You got to understand this part. That's called the blood. That means I had to kill something, and I had to be honest. I did a little time in jail. Why? Because I used to do this here, and that's what? I was honest. That's killing something. I'll never do it again, right? Some of you got reprimanded. Bah, 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 got that whooping. Okay, mama, I'll never do it again. You wrote that down. You'll never do it again. Now you reprimand your children when they mess up. Bow, bow, bow. Put them you on punishment. Go to your room until I tell you. Oh, ain't that something? They make you mad. You can whoop their little butt. They can go on something. You can whoop their little butt. They can do this here. You can whoop their little butt. Sometimes you can see your kids. Remember you heard your kids cussing or something, and you smile like, what you say? They said exactly what you said earlier that day. See, you don't want them to say it, but God don't want you to say something out of your lips either. But you want to deal with them, but you don't want to be dealt with. So that's why it's your job now that Christ done came now. over here, to deal with you down here. This is why we on the battlefield. This is why we on the battlefield. We on the battlefield fighting against self. There's a song by Moneybagg Yo, I think his name. He said, me versus me. Some of you so scared of the old you that you don't even want to take a chance on the new you. Because you don't have the faith to jump over here. You would rather sit here in isolation, desolation, you get what I'm saying, and just starve and watch everybody else. Instead of get over here on the other side and fight your damn self to get you to a better level. Hit your own self and drag your own self. And when you wake up again, knock yourself unconscious again and drag you a little more. Because I'm telling you something, y'all. You better understand something. Y'all might call me crazy, but I guarantee you the results shows. Okay? The results. Let's get back in here. Come on, y'all. We got to press. Dang, we got to press. So listen, I will pass over. No destructive plague will touch you. Stop. Remember, most people don't like Revelation. Revelation, they sent out the plagues, the death angel. All these horses done went out. The death angels. Who you think they work for? And the last one that went out was Jesus. So they out here working where? On earth. Where you at? On earth. Let's be honest, y'all. Come on, let me put this little music back on. Let's be honest. The death angel has already done took people out of our family. You better be honest. Man, I don't know, they left too soon. Ain't no such thing as too soon in the Lord. Okay? He said the death angel, right? He says some people done already got plagued with sickness, diabetes, cancer, all other type of stuff. Okay? Already done been released. That was released. We just didn't see it coming because we ain't understand it. We sitting here hearing it. You ever read Revelation? It's scary, ain't it? You living in Revelation. Don't you hear people say, that's the revelation? You could get the revelation of what just happened at the nightclub or what just transpired. That's the revelation there. Let's get the revelation of your life. Because that's the only revelation I care about right now. I care about me. Me, and me. What do I need to do to get to a higher level? What do I need to do to get my finances better? What do I need to do, God, for the people you sitting around me? And one thing I can tell you, two things I know for sure. I am so excited about you guys and the people I connect to. You guys are my family. You guys are the one I want to feed. When it happened for me, then I trust and believe me. I'm saying, Lord, please provide for me so I can feed my family. And what do I mean by feed my family? I'm not talking about no chicken and no French fries. I'm talking about feed you nothing but the truth so that it can so help you, God, to set you free. Do you promise to tell the truth? Nothing but the truth can set you what? Free from what? From ignorance, so that you can have your power to do what you want to do. You know when they say license to kill, you need license so you can heal when somebody stab you, meaning in your back, because that's where the hit coming from. It ain't coming from far away. It's coming from your inner circle. It's coming from somebody right there next to you. It's coming from somebody that knows you, okay? Because they want to keep poisoning you based on what you used to do. Now, you know you used to do this. Now, you know you used to do this. Now, you know how you are. Hey, you don't even know how I am. You know how you are. How somebody gonna tell, and you sitting here still trying to glory with that little trophy? People don't need no trophy these days. Pay me with a check, okay? Cashier's check, all right? Cashier's check. I don't need no trophy, and I damn sure don't need no plaque on no wall, okay? We moving. Let's move to a new location. Let's go to a new location. Here we go. Let's go, y'all. I gotta press. Roll with me. We're in Exodus. Roll with me. We're in Exodus. Come on, let's press. She say, this is it. This is the day you are to commemorate. From generations to come, you shall celebrate it as a festival to the Lord. Stop right there, you guys. Aren't y'all waiting for the Lord? Aren't we waiting for the Lord? There you go. Up there, right here. High yourself. It says you are to have a festival. That means you got to sit here and think about all the stuff that you have done. Not what somebody else done. Let's try this again. What you done. You ain't always said the right stuff. Don't y'all hear my prayers? God, we ain't always spoke the right word. Don't y'all hear the prayer? God, we ain't always thought the best thoughts. Y'all don't hear my prayer? Forgive us for things knowingly, because some stuff you knew you was off. And other stuff you just didn't know you was off. And people watch your off self, mess yourself up, and nobody said nothing. If I'm off, you better smack me. If I'm off, you better drag me. If I'm off, don't you sit here and see me drunk or something and then let me ride off in my car burning rubber like he a fool. Fools don't come back, okay? Let's be clear. You the fool for not covering the people that was connected to your community. I don't want to lose nobody on my watch. Okay. When them little kids, I be in there with them 3rd, 4th, 5th graders, I be having to tell them, y'all ain't gonna do this on my watch. Now, let's be clear. I don't work for your school, but once I leave out of here, y'all can do what y'all do. But you ain't gonna do that on my watch. Some of you better adopt that attitude. You gotta watch now. You better watch your finances. You got to watch your words. You got to watch your community. You got to watch your people. And you better spend 2 times watching your family members, okay? I ain't saying watching them to monitor what they do. I'm talking about if they cross that line, then it is on and popping. That means, hey, listen, if you want to remain connected to me, okay? Better yet, there's a difference with connected to me versus me being connected to you. See, connected to you, I give you power. But when I release you, you could try to connect to me, but your butt won't get no power. You know why? Because I know how to power off all powers. So you sitting in the dark in my life. You wonder, when we gonna do none? When you ain't getting nothing because you begging. When you start serving, when do you start serving? You start serving in the dark, okay? Everybody start over. Let's go. It says, listen to this. It says, as a lasting ordinance. That means ain't nobody wrote another Bible and said that we changing that ordinance. No, that ordinance is still in play. Okay, scroll down, y'all. We got to press. When the Lord goes through, who's going through? Higher self. Look at me, y'all. Higher self. When the Lord goes through, ooh, here come the attack, right? Goes through the land and strike down the Egyptians. Why did he strike down the Egyptians? Let's talk. This is your lower self, right? He plagued everything that would not release you to your bigger, better, greater. Some of you, the reason you ain't got no money is because you got a spending problem. The reason you ain't got no woman is because at the end of the day, you need to become a man before that woman can fit the description that you're looking for. The reason you won't have no man is because at the end of the day, you don't know what a man consists of until you first outdo the woman that's inside of you. You have to free her and untrap her and make sure she got everything she needs so she can rise up. You ain't got to worry about who gonna find you. Once that woman rise up, then that man will see her from a distance. But if you keep your butt underwater around here with that lipstick on, them eyelashes, thinking that that's what's gonna move that man, soon as you get in his presence, you gonna be tested. And what do I mean by tested? That means you can't hold water. That means you trying to amplify everything. Some of you trying to force a situation. You trying to do a speed cut across the field. And at the end of the day, do you think God wants you to do it that way? You try it that way. It doesn't work. So the higher self said, I'm coming down and I'm going to destroy everything that's in your Egypt. That's lower self. So he said, here it comes. Watch this, you guys. He said, he will see the blood on top. Top meaning be honest about it. On top of the door frame, right? And on the sides. The side, right? The sides is your infrastructures. You see, if you got yourself here, then the people that lives in your community is your infrastructure. That means you depend on Sonia. Sonia, you depend on Felicia. Felicia, you depend on Janine. Janine, you depend on Jackie. Jackie, you depend on Isha. Isha, Desiree, right? And it goes on and on. That's your infrastructure. So when I look at people on my feed, my broadcast, one, it's a lot of intelligent people on this broadcast. Let's be clear. I don't see male or female. I see the Lord. I see as long as you getting what you desire, then that's all you supposed to get. For some of you, you just don't know how to request more because you don't allow what you see to dictate what you can do. And that's the problem right there. So that's where the blindness comes in at. That's when you take these things and they done had these on you so long. Some of you, you done put these things back on you yourself. You walking through life like this right now. This ain't bird box right now, boo. You better take this back up off of you. You need to see this. If something go hit me, I need to see it coming. If you gonna smack me, please let me know. Why you smack me again? Okay, I got it. Okay. If you gonna spit on me and you gonna kick some dirt on me or this and that, just tell me one more time why you did this again. Because I feel like, okay, you feel like, oh, we in the feelings now. I feel like, okay. Let me get a note of that. Because once I get to my promised land, first off, you ain't gonna even arrive there. Let's start there. Second of all, you're gonna see me in passing, and you don't exist. You didn't exist when you did what you done. Only reason why you tried to hinder me because you knew I was going somewhere. Let's be honest, you guys. We are in uncomfortable situation for a reason. But in that reason is where we draw the conclusion at. I advise you to not mess this up. We don't need no enemies at this point. Okay? Watch this. He said, he will not. Listen to this. He will not. Who is this? This is the Lord. See, some of you keep trying to handle your own affairs. You cannot handle your own affairs. He said, he will not. Stop right there. He will not allow the destroyer to come into your house and strike you down. Do you hear me? He said he will not permit the destroyer to enter your house. It doesn't enter your family. Look at how it's happening. Look at them. Poverty mentalities, poverty movement, poverty. When you look at their history and you see all the casualties that they done took, right? They done been through this, they done been through that. Some people done went through chemo 4-5 times and God still has them here. Come on now. The Lord got purpose for them. You understand me? But they done went through chemo. Some of you ain't went through us. You barely made it through a cold. And you sitting here crying, busted up because you was unfit for a relationship. You was unfit for marriage. You was unfit for entrepreneur. You unfit for a lot of things, but you still want it. Didn't I tell you to release what the outcome is? And let's get back to the process. Let's process. You got to process out like you was processed in. A lot of people was processed in poverty. Jesus was processed in poverty. You don't remember when God told the angel came and told Joseph, hey, get that girl and that baby to Egypt. That's how they got there, right? That wasn't even his baby, but he had to take it to a place. And as that baby grew up, it picked up a lot of Egypt mentality. What's going on, YouTube? We on and popping. Man, I hope y'all feeling this heat because I feel it. Let me press though. I don't want to lose up my time. Let me go further. Facebook, y'all know we on dope. We on deck. We on deck. We ain't on dope, but we are dope. Okay. Yeah, let's go. So it says, oh, this is good. It says, I'm not gonna send the destroyers to come and get you. Then tell them and the Passover, the sacrifice, right? The sacrifice something. This is what I'm trying to say. Some of y'all gotta give up them attitudes. This is an inside job. I'm telling you to strip yourself of anything that will hinder and hold you. For many of you, you know it's your mouth. Don't fast no food or what goes in your mouth. Fast what comes out your mouth. Woo! Hey, yeah. That's it. Fast what comes out your mouth. For some of you, you better level up your requests on your goals list, but you better look at the process of what it's going to take to achieve that. Let's go deeper. Come on, y'all. Y'all want to go deeper? Let's go deeper. Y'all want to go deeper? Let's go deeper. Listen to this. Verse 28. The Israelite did as the Lord commanded. Y'all don't hear that? Hire yourself. Who on the battlefield? You are. Okay? Let's go. Let's press. It says at midnight, 12 o'clock tonight. Toes back to you. Peace and blessing. I am my life coach. Y'all better be at my skating party. I know that. At night, verse 29, the Lord struck down the firstborns in Egypt. Stop right here. This is very tricky. I want to give y'all something, and you please understand something, Gwen. It's different. I have to change the narrative in order for you to really understand how this thing works. So let me change it. It says, at night, the Lord struck down the firstborns in Egypt, right? From the firstborn who sat on the throne, right? The firstborn of the prisoners who was in the dungeons, the firstborns of everything. Stop right there. The firstborn is your first ideas. Some of you've been having ideas that ain't birthed nothing. You done held these things. As soon as you had the idea, you've been holding on. You know, I just want a man so I can do this. I just want a woman so I can do this. You done had that thing for 2 years. Anything under 2 years that ain't grown by now, the Lord is killing it. That's what it means. Well, I should have went with my first mind. You didn't go with the first mind. You killed it and went with the second. I should have went with my first mind. Your first mind, okay, would have worked. But you can't go now and talk about what you shoulda, coulda, woulda done, because at the end of the day, you didn't. And at that point, that's when you're supposed to get on your knees, and you should have just been saying, why didn't I go with my first man? Because you got some fighting to do with yourself. You got some patterns and some things about you that do not want to do what you can't see. That's what faith is all about. Faith is me being open, saying, yes, God, I'm ready. You sent me help. I can hear you, Lord. Didn't he say, does my man knows my voice? My voice meaning bigger, better, greater. That's it. Do you really believe somebody need to be taking something from you? But some of you are bitter. Some of you are cold. Some of you are busted, frustrated, out of gas, exhausted, left for dead. But you're still here. But why? Because you like to run out without understanding. It's not what they gonna do. It's what you are prepared to do. And sometimes you gotta love somebody back to their feet again. You have to put the healing on them because the power ain't in them. The power is actually in you. That seemed like a lot for some of you. I know. Because you look for everybody else to give it to you except yourself. Why will God use me? Why will God use? It's when can God use me? Ain't no why. It's when. When you decide to be honest with yourself, when you recognize I need this more than they do, when you recognize I need this money for myself, I got stuff I need to do. I need to make some adjustments. If I get back in the game called life, I'm gonna do it for myself. If I ain't no good, my kids ain't no good anyway. So it doesn't matter no more. I remember on my goals, I used to be like God, children, family, then me. Please, somebody sit here and told me, my godmother, mentor Loretta Martin. She said, listen, son, you're going to have to put yourself, it's God in you. Okay? I said, but you know, the kids and the family, she said, if you ain't here, then anything else ain't going to matter. What does it mean to be on the front line in your life now? See, front line. If you ain't happy, if you don't recharge, if you don't put no gas in you, then your car gonna run out of gas with everything in your car, your destiny, your kids, your tomorrows, your wife ain't gonna meet you. She ain't never gonna see you. Your husband ain't getting to you because your butt's still stuck in la la land. And if you from Chicago, then Chicago already doped you up on everything other than community, love, relationship. No, Chicago don't teach you that. Okay, you competing, you grinding, you about money, and that's it. And God said you can't serve two, for you love one and hate the other. See, hate the higher self because you're too busy loving your lower self, your lower nature. You see, when it comes down to man, you be like, my lower nature. Your lower nature is your lower self. Right. But when I started sticking to the higher self, hey, look, we got to talk. Okay, let's talk about this. That means I'm open and I'm honest. And that right there, that makes the biggest difference. Let's move. Come on, y'all. We got to move. We got to move. At night, he struck down the firstborn. Right. And Pharaoh. Okay. We done with that. That was good. So I want y'all to make sure y'all spend some time. Hold on to that, right? Let's jump over to Jesus. Jesus had a Passover. Who did he have? He had his disciples at the table, right? Now, I know you guys done heard this. I told you I want to flip the script, so I got to flip the script. I know y'all done heard this many times. You know, you got to watch out for your Judas. Your Judas is at the table with you, right? The Passover is a reminder. Everybody that was at that table with Jesus had a career, had a job, they had a life before they was at the table with Jesus. I think that's a red flag right there. All of us had a life before Christ decided to sit us down and have this talk. Now, understand this and hear me good. One person went and betrayed Jesus. Everybody knows that person was called Judas. So now you done heard for many you need to watch your Judas, Gwen. You need to watch your Judas, Nicole. Your Judas comes to kill you and get you hung, right? Not understanding. I come to bring understanding. My name is Adonis Johnson. I'm the creator of I Am My Life Coach. It's about ownership. It's about relationship, communication, transformation. That's what I'm here to help you to do. And I look forward to doing it. And I'm going to do everything I can to see to it that happens. The reason why you had to keep your eyes on Judas, because you needed to watch. Judas was a mindset. When Judas sent word out to do some harm to his friend, he didn't know what the harm was going to do because he was too busy looking for what he needed. For some of you, you only want what you want. But you don't understand what you want might comes with the cost of somebody else. Come on, y'all. You got to be honest right now. So he got the money, but when he saw his friend get chained up, when he saw his brother get locked up, get shut down, when he saw the rumors spreading, oh, forget that little this, AJ ain't this and this and this, right? When he saw him getting hauled off, Judas went back and tried to make it right. I'm sorry. I apologize. I made the wrong call, right? That was good, right? When he saw that they said, look at this fool, right? Lower self, look at this fool now. Now he want to come back and he want to fix what he done. See the eyes come open? See the mask come off? Oh my God. I can't believe I did that. And that's where a lot of you are at. Judas is a mindset. When Judas saw what he done, he went and killed himself. Not killing himself, but killing that area that will make him betray a brother or someone else. When you was a child, we thought like a child, we reasoned like a child. If you burnt your hand on something, you never done it again, and you remember, I got a little cut right here. How do I get this cut? Because I was dancing, my mama told me to sit down, and I hit the glass, and boom, blood came gushing out my eyes. Some of you got battle wounds right now as a child that you remember because it impacted your life so much that when you point to it, you say, I got 18 stitches across my back when I jumped out the second floor window. I got 40 some stitches, 30 some stitches across my foot. That happens also because it's inflicted by something. What am I saying? You have to remember it's a Passover. That means when Judas, every year, everybody tell this story about Judas. It's not one person that don't talk about Judas, but what is affiliated and associated with Judas is repentance. You see, Jesus was taken for repentance, right? Of what? Of sins, right? That's the baptism for repentance. So Judas, what he had to do before Jesus had to do it, when he saw he made a bad decision, he went and tried to kill himself because he couldn't live with what he done. How do you understand this, what I'm saying right now? Because some of you ain't live because of what you done. But if you don't come to terms with what you done, then you ain't gonna never live. You understand? And what you done is you trusted everybody except yourself. What you done is spend no time on getting yourself delivered, recovered. You have spent no time on self-healing. Come on, you guys. Y'all got to feel me. Judas was a mindset, okay? A mindset. All right. He was one of the apostles, but you got to understand when he did wrong, he tried to fix the wrong that he did. Some of you will do wrong and blame somebody else in the name of Jesus. You will rebuke somebody and they'll rebuke you back. You will sit here and say the devil is a liar, and you've been lying to yourself since the moment you even thought you was yourself. Come on, y'all. Don't you understand what it means to be free? Only the free can set somebody free. So let's just be free. That was that Passover. Today, you finna have you a Passover. Purchase them tickets. Come on, there you go. Somebody go. Let's get this up. We got to close up, you guys. Verse 12, 31, at night, during the night, during the midnight hour. Come on, y'all. During the 8 o'clock hour, during the mighty Monday meltdown. Here it come right here. Pharaoh summons the invisible crown army up. Come on, y'all. Get up. Get up. Wake up. Wake up your mind. Wake up your spirit. Wake up your heart. Wake up, because when you wake up, your dreams wake up, your life wake up, your purpose is being restored. It's time to get free. We going to a place we ain't never been. Come on, y'all. We have to have the right attitude for where we going, because our attitude don't go with where we been. See, we trying to be nice. I got friends, right? If Rena's online right now, she don't even cuss. Never said a bad word a day in her life. And I promise you, they be all up in her face, talk crazy. She don't know how to say a cuss word because she wasn't branded that way. But some people are like, you need to toughen up with people. Listen, for where I'm going, this is needed for where I'm going. This cannot stay where I'm at. Come on, y'all. Some of y'all too nice to be in hell right now. Some of you too nice to be in hell. We got purpose, but you got to hold on. Here it come right here. Moses said, so they said, they summoned, get up, leave my people. You and everybody connected to you. There go your kids. Okay? There go your community. He said, get up, leave. You and your family now. Y'all got that? Go. That means we finna go, but we finna go a place we ain't never been. We finna go a place we never been. Remember Lot left and his people left, but somebody said, forget that. I got to turn back. This is where I'm finna lose some of y'all at, right here. Watch this. I'm done on this, you guys. It says, go and worship the Lord as you has requested. Higher self. Can y'all worship y'all higher self? Higher self is hovering over you right now. Higher self been watching some of your little ignorant little ways. Your little ways do not work. I know. That's why I had to hold myself down for this one, y'all. Let's be clear. If you want the rain has to come down and it has to water what done been planted down here. I have done my best to put these seeds in here, you guys, but I got to allow the cloud to come in, the glory cloud, the Lord. He rides high. Don't y'all know when he come in, it's to water what's done been planted. Now, some of you finna get upset now. Watch this. Leave, go worship the Lord as you requested. Take your flocks, your herd, that means everything that belongs to you, as you have said, and go. Stop right here. And also bless me. Here's the problem that we finna have. Some of you get free, and you supposed to free somebody else. You supposed to help somebody else. And you make it all about you. You see, when you was trapped, you could not develop and grow. Pharaoh was trapped because he didn't allow nobody to grow. He the only one that wanted to be in control. Some of you want to hinder people that connects to you. You want to be controlling of everything. Don't nothing grow around you because you are the Pharaoh to the things that are around you. So you're not growing until you release some things and let some stuff grow. You want to sit here and hold on to laws and policies, and you want people to follow your laws and policy in your government, and it doesn't allow God to get no glory or anything because you so stuck on the fact that God put Pharaoh over everything at that time. But now, some of us, we too damn grown to be in these little chokeholds that you have us in. We want to be adults. Let's be adults for a second. Pharaoh was on hold, but he had to sit here and release them in order for him to have an understanding of who the Lord is. Now, the ones that's getting free here, they never been to where it is they going, but they know that bigger, better, greater, it has to be better than this. Okay, but here it is. Once they get free, you will return the favor to somebody else. Meaning, remember the deal? Don't forget about me. Y'all don't got this. Y'all don't get this. I'm finna pray us out. Yes, Lord. Yay. You remember Joseph the dreamer, before he went to jail, he was falsely accused because he did not interact with this woman. Technically, this woman took a vow to be married. This is why I say some of you, ain't no sense of sitting here getting into something you ain't ready for. See, the husband was doing what he always do. He was fighting battles and wars. But she was sitting here just kicking it around the house, drinking tea. She wanted to be a housewife of Chicago, of Atlanta, or wherever, right? Or the projects, or the hood, or the hundreds, or wherever. No jabs at no one. And this man came in with the glory on him. He was a fighter. And she wanted to have interaction. Unfortunately, the man valued her vows. These ain't my vows. He said, look, if you with him, just leave him, you get with me, that's it. She felt some type of way because she wasn't ready for what it is she signed up for. He was thrown in jail. Right? In jail without the bail. I'm going to teach this one again on the Real Awakening. I'm done. I leave y'all with this one. He met new family members inside of the jail. And unfortunately, some other people, will get released before you. Ain't this crazy how some people get to bigger, better, greater before you get there? And you got to stay here. But while you was here is what you did while you was here. Come on, y'all. In the Mighty Monday Meltdown and the Rude Awakening, you guys, come on, y'all. I pour out even when we in a bad situation. Y'all got to be honest right here. And all he said to them that was getting out, he done helped them. He done read their dream. He done prophesied over them and said, God got something better for y'all. Y'all going somewhere. Y'all gonna get to where y'all getting to before I even get there. Because I gotta stand here for some of the other people that's gonna come into this jail. Because before AJ get removed from the jail, somebody gotta be put over the jail. You see, when I got in here with y'all, I was put over the jail. We all in here like, when we getting out of here, right? When is something good gonna happen? We ain't getting out of here. Like I got a friend that said, squeeze every drop out of me, Lord. No, that ain't squeeze every drop. It's you better get everything you better confess up out your butt. You better start confessing. I ain't done it the right way. I messed up so much money. I messed up my mind. My little heart done took so many beautiful hits. And it was because of me. That my heart shouldn't have been little. It should have been big. You know, I get hurt the most because I got a big heart. It ain't big enough. Okay? Let's just be clear. It ain't, I got a big heart. What does a big heart looks like? You see? Foolishness. And he said, don't forget about me. And what they do? They got out. One got out and forgot about him. And soon as he got out, he got his head cut off. Because I told you, don't forget about me. You cannot return evil with evil. When the Lord release you, all that matters is you got the Lord, y'all. That's my lesson today. Ignorance lose, knowledge wins. You're going to have to share us at least 5 people, y'all. Y'all got to share us with at least 5 people. Father God, we thank you for everything you continue to do, Lord. You have shown us something more than we can ever show ourselves. This has to be you. I know it's you, God. I know it's you because I remember you every time around this time and throughout the year as we march. As we move forward, God, and you take us to this new location, God, I just ask that these people here, just we atone for any wrongdoing we have done, any problems we have done. God, we visualize a promised land. We just don't want to hurt. We just don't want to deal with frustration. We so sick and tired of the plague that plagues anything good. Anger, lust, foolishness, deceptive practice, manipulation, just foolish words backed by foolish actions linking to nothing but ignorance. God, we look for results right now. I believe that we all want something bigger, better, and greater than what we have been, but we also recognize that what we have been, we put ourselves there. Nobody put us there but ourselves. But if we was put there, it was to wait on your son. And now that your son has showed up in our life, God, we are grateful for the gift. We're grateful for the Passover. We're grateful for what you continue to do. We thank you that you knock down anything and strike down everything that will hinder us or hold us. But God, we need some help to keep going forward in you and through you. Continue to send divine connections and leaders that's not selfish, but knows how to get up off that horse and walk with us. Walk with us. God, I spoke with you earlier this week, and I said, if we needed to get to you, how must we go? He said, ask them that. Ask the people. Ask the Mighty Monday Meltdown. Ask the Invisible Crown Army. If you was going somewhere, how are you going? You going by airplane? Some of y'all going by Spirit? Y'all going by United? You going by American Airlines? How you getting to your vacation? How you getting to your paradise? How you going there, right? Some people, you going to get on a boat. You going on a cruise. Some of you going to take a train. You going to take Amtrak, Metro. How you getting to where you want to get to? How you getting to your destination? Oh, I get it now. Some of you going to drive there? Oh, okay. That's what the Lord said. He said, no, AJ, not in that way. Ask them how they going to get there. You're going to get that being a Christian. You're going to get that being a Muslim. You're going to get that being a Baptist. You're going to get that being, what are you going to call yourself? Buddha? Which way are you going to get to God? You going through your sorority? You going through your fraternity? Oh, you going to go through the service? That's how you get to God? Nah. That sounded good. Some of you going to take a bite? Jesus said, you're going to walk. Yes, Lord. Yay. He said, for those that got the spirit, that want the spirit, oh, you're going to have to walk. You're going to walk in your victory. That way you could take your time. This ain't no rush job, y'all. This is the process. We came into this thing and we spent more time into this thing doing things backwards and wrong, looking at ourselves in the mirror backwards, never seeing true self and true identity. But now you see yourself. We got to get processed out, and we're going to have to walk out of this place. So I hope you don't expect for just to fly out and think you back on and popping. Every day, every step we take, we will be together every little step. Because some of you taking little steps. But for others, you might have to crawl. Okay, you're going to have to crawl. Others, you're going to have to roll up out of here. Okay, that means like a roll. Stop, drop, and you better start rolling. Because right now, your walk ain't strong enough. Yes, God. But I thank you, Lord, that you're speaking to us. No matter where we at, I ain't here to dictate where we at. But you know, God, and I'm sure they know. And I know that they know that there's another level better than where they've been. And that's the direction we would like you, God, to point us in. In your son, Jesus Christ's name, amen. Now that was a closeout. Yes, God. That was a closeout. I can go for 45 more minutes, but I got to go. This is too much for me. Peace out, you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. YouTube. We signing off. And notice, everything ain't for everybody. But if you are chosen to be here, then that's only because you are going to a level that only God can instruct you to get to. Stop looking for others and start looking for yourself. I did what I'm supposed to do. I gave you an inner concept. The inner concept is called I Am My Life Coach. That is ownership. Another thing, before they kill me. I have a skating party. It's a 90s party, okay? It's skating. I'm going on my wheels May 1st. You can purchase your tickets from the website, the Shopify website. Go to our Shopify. Pick you up a hoodie or a t-shirt or something, you guys. Help me out as I continue to build this thing out, man. We got more work to do. It's so much. I feel like I'm running behind, but every time I get in God, I just forget about all the stuff I want to do, and I just deal with who He tells me to deal with. So I'm grateful for you guys, but I do want to touch more land and touch more ground, but I can't move until every last one of you get any and everything you desire to have. But no matter what you have, whether that's a horse, I want a horse, but whether that's a house, a car, a marriage with the right relationship with the right spouse. Let's be clear. Some of you keep talking about, I want to be married. No, you want the right spouse to be married, okay? Ain't no sense of marrying into hell, right? You got to have an open line in all areas. No matter what you desire to have, including financial bank account, you need protection. You need insurance. You need protection. The only one that can provide you that protection is you and God in you, and you don't want to forfeit that by running your mouth, thinking you know what you really don't know. I'm not going to pretend like I know. God, I don't know. Help me. And I believe in my help me. That's my signature. But for others, you think you know something, and you really got it messed up. Always humble yourself. Peace out. That's my time. Thank you guys on YouTube. Peace out, y'all.